Last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Please slowly take your hands and put it on your eyes, masters. Whenever you're ready, slowly open your eyes and look at your palms. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, masters. Thank you for the wonderful opportunity. Let us all thank the masters, universe, and the energies we received today. Thank you very much. At this time, anyone would like to share experience or any questions, please go ahead. All right. If not, then thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks for your time. It was wonderful. Let's get started. So we will start our topic session. As today is Friday. So truth as it stands. What am I trying to understand? What am I trying to get at? Why is truth so important to me in this life or next? We have understood the concept of truth. We have understood how to reach there. We understood a little bit on why we are not able to get there. But what we continue to lack or continue to recognize or accept the fact that it is the mind that is blocking the truth within me. I have to go beyond the state of my mind to actually realize the truth. How many of us are really agreeing to this statement? Number one. How many of us are really trying or practicing to be in that state? And in fact, how many of us are actually accepting that it is not outside, everything is inside? So when we talk about everything is inside, the fundamental question arises as to what am I doing inside? We say, okay, you are meditating. What am I meditating? What am I meditating against? I'm sitting, I'm observing my breath. So what is happening? I'm getting experiences. Okay, who is the one getting experiences? Is that what truth is? Is that what the higher power that you are carrying within you is all about? Or if I get some experience, am I getting carried away with that experience? Or am I releasing that experience and coming back to my reality? So there are like so many fundamental questions that we all have to understand. What am I doing? Why am I doing? Where am I doing? When am I doing? These are 4 fundamental questions that each of us have to have our own unique, whether we call it clarity, whether we call it guidance, whether we call it deeper understanding, whatever may be that situation, we have to have our own connection to what, when, why, how. Unless we totally agree or decide or align to this concept of going within, there is absolutely no progress, because everything else what I do is all based upon my mind. Even when I go within my mind, there are multiple layers within my mind. What is happening? I am going into that state and then immediately coming out. As I am in that state, I don't have awareness. When I am coming out of that state, I don't know why I am there. So this unknown, this knowing and unknowing, this understanding and not really realizing, there is a big gap. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to understand this truth as it stands. So the question is, if I do a prayer, is truth going to reveal to itself? If I am sitting and doing a penance, will truth come to me? If I am doing some kind of a practice, will that practice, the result of that practice is truth? What is the truth? Where do I find it? Anyone? Today's discussion is going to be very interesting. Stay very close. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hello, sir.
Yes, please. Go ahead, ma'am.
Truth is revealing your own self.
Right. Truth is revealing your own self. So these are all words, right? What is the experience of self? What is self? Where is this self?
Yeah, self is revealed in a deepest inner meditation only.
So look at it, right? When we are saying that you have to go inside to know the truth,
Yeah.
does it mean that the self is not outside?
Self is inside only. That is.
So it's not outside?
It's not outside.
It's a tricky question. So the short answer for that question is, when you said self, what is truth? Truth is everywhere. But the recognition of the truth,
yes, right,
comes within.
Yes.
You have to recognize the truth within yourself for you to know that the truth is everywhere. Otherwise, it's just a word. The word has no meaning. Today, you put a, let's take example of dog, right? From your childhood, you have been taught, you have been shown a picture of a dog, and they said, you call this animal as dog. So when you recall the dog, you also get the picture of that. That can be anything, right? It means unless you have the definition clearly printed within you, it can be anything. So when I say truth, truth can be anything, because I don't know. Nobody knows. Those who try to talk about it, then that's not truth, right?
Yes.
So it can only be experienced at your individual level. How do I experience truth in my individual level? Depends upon what I am interested in. Right? It cannot be like, it's not like one size fits everyone. Everyone's mind is unique. Everyone's state of life is unique. Everyone's body is unique. Everyone's
thoughts are unique.
Exactly. The penance, the type of practices you do is also unique.
Yes.
So what happens when you start to look at some of these things and bring that perspective within you? We get lost. Every one of us will get lost. So what happens? Or the point of lost means it's not like you are running away. It's like you're carried away. If somebody comes and says, hey, truth can be realized when you inquire within your mind, we all run into that and say, oh, tell me. I want to understand. I want to learn about it. I want to also get the truth. When someone else comes and says, hey, truth can be found by being with your own breath. When you are in that moment, your awareness, expands profoundly. And through that awareness, you start to realize who you are. Then you say, oh, okay. Give me that. Then someone else will come and say, hey, meditation is the way of living. When you go into deeper state of meditation, you are in the truth. You are in that state of being. That is what it is.
Yes.
So what is happening here is every time somebody comes and says something, because I don't know it, they are creating an impression of it. And they are telling you this is what truth is. But the real sense of truth is within every one of us. In my heart, there is a truth.
Yes.
The reason why I am getting carried away, the reason why I am running around, the reason why I go do whatever I do outside, it's because I have no identity on inside. I don't know what it is. I have never experienced it. Forget about I don't know. I have never tried. Right? Number 2. Number 3, I have never ever understood the true meaning of truth.
Yes.
Okay. So what happens is, as much as I embrace the fact that whatever we are doing, even when you sit in meditation, you are only working with your ego. How many of us accept this statement? You are playing with your ego in your meditation. That's what is happening.
Yes.
Because you are not able to go beyond the state of mind, When you are not able to go to the beyond the state of mind, there is no question of truth. When there is no question of truth, what is left?
Nothing.
Mind's play, ego. That's it.
Ego.
So your ego is playing in meditation for you and you're enjoying it. What visions you're getting, what experience I'm having, I'm going astrally, I'm doing this, I got that vision. I was in a forest, I went, I dreamt, I did. All this is a play of your mind, which is ego.
Mind game.
Exactly. So when you start to practice it, you say that, okay, I'm practicing truth. For everyone you tell, I'm practicing truth. That is also ego. People saying that I'm enlightened, it's ego. Because there is nothing like enlightenment after the fact, right? Enlightenment is a constant learning. Patriji never said I'm enlightened. He talks about the state of being in that level, but then he never talks that on the stages and all, I am enlightened being.
Really?
I can
He
do this,
didn't
I
say
can do that.
anywhere that he is enlightened?
He wouldn't do that.
Okay.
No enlightened master will do that, because there is always learning.
Okay.
Even Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, when he got enlightened, he never said, I am enlightened.
Okay.
He said, as long as I am living, so long as I am learning.
Till the last breath of
Exactly.
the life.
Till your last. Because once you get into the state of truth, the truth is infinite. The learning is forever.
Yes.
You are just moving out of your third dimensional earth. It doesn't mean that you are done in the cosmos. There is so much out there.
More to explore.
Yeah, exactly. So what happens is, whether I know it or I don't know it, it is my mind creating all these impressions within me. The commentary that I'm creating for myself, the discussion that you are putting for yourself, the time that you are giving yourself trying to understand what is good, what is bad, what is evil, right? Bad, evil, and then all of those things, where are they coming? Demons, where are they coming from? And the constant other side of it, where it is you have good, you are angels, and you are very pious. Where are these coming from? In your mind. Something that you feel extremely proud of today, or you're so good with your own friends, you say that my friend is doing an excellent work. My friend is such a good individual, he's doing so much of things. Tomorrow, if a small thing happens, a rift comes, you say, man, I don't know how I got carried away. He's such a bad person. What is going on? Somebody you praise today as a very good person suddenly has become a bad person. Where is this coming from? All this is mind. So anything that you are unfolding within your mind, we call the drama. But I am playing the role in the drama, but I don't realize that I am playing the role in the drama. Number one. Number two, who is the one that's playing the drama?
Mind.
It's my mind. Exactly. I don't recognize that either. Right? I'm not able to recognize that it is my mind that is playing the drama. It is my mind that is asking me to do things. It is my mind that is saying that go sit in meditation. You say that I'm doing meditation. Who is the one doing? Your mind is the one doing. It is enjoying. It is enjoying a space of its own, where it is giving you constantly one thought after other, one thought after other. And you are a poor soul sitting and trying to figure out that how do I come out of this thought process? How do I get into the state of void? How do I get between the thoughts? How do I get to a point where I am with my breath? I dissolve myself in the breath. All the drama kicks in and the ego satisfies at some point, and we say, okay, I'm done today.
Okay.
Day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, we continue to do the same practice again and again, again and again, and satisfy the mind. There is no truth there, because I can never reach the state beyond my mind. I never allowed myself to go beyond the state of mind. Only when you go beyond the state of mind, you will start to realize who you are.
In the void state, we can realize that who
That is
you
void.
are. So
The
void.
beyond the state of mind is void.
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 Yes. Sometimes we experience it like we are somewhat cut off from this whole world, and that is called void state, right?
No, madam. Void means it is shunya. There is
Sure.
nothing.
Nothing.
Where the thoughts are, the
Zero.
vibrations of the thoughts originate from void. The vibrations of the thought,
Mhm.
you are going back, right?
Back.
Behind the thought, not
Yes.
in front of the thought. You're not carrying away with the thought, you're going behind the thought. That is void. And that requires enormous
Vacuum.
effort.
Vacuum is created.
Exactly.
Emptiness.
You need
Correct word
lot
is
of,
emptiness, right?
exactly. It is called emptiness. Yes.
Yes.
You need to practice quite a bit to be in that state or to get to that state. The reason for that is mind continues. Always remember, mind will continue to indulge in any practice that you start. The moment it senses that it is losing its power, it is going to create a lot of confusion. That's the nature of mind. We cannot help it. That is what nature, that is what the power of mind is. So when I try to bring this perspective of truth into my life, I am trying to be part. I'm telling everyone that I am in the path of truth. I need nothing except enlightenment. But our actions are other way around. How many of us are doing charity to get to the truth? When I do charity, I start to look at it. Okay, how much I am paying here? How much am I going to get? How many of us are actually paying charity and looking for tax break? Is that what truth is all about? Is that what is called selfless service? You pay $100 and you use that amount in your tax deductions, and you say that I paid $100. At the end of the year, tax people give me credit because
No.
you pay. Is that what is the reality? Is that what truth is? Selfless service means? No. So what are we doing? We are doing a transaction. Do you think truth will reveal itself for people who do transactions? It is of the highest order, the power, the highest power, the supreme power. That is truth. So supreme power is going to reveal to yourself, reveal to you as your own self. For one who is actually using the charity in the name and doing a transaction, never.
Never.
What is happening is your mind is playing with you. In the name of charity, in the name of happiness, in the name of peace, you are enjoying the fruit of the labors. You're creating more bondage for yourself, not realizing that sacrifice is the only way. Only when you sacrifice, you will realize. How many of us understand it? How many of us stand to it? When it is the point of sacrifice, there is no question of if, but, then, there. The only thing that's left out is here and now. That's it. What comes in your face is what you face. You don't run away. You don't shy away. What is being brought to you, you stand and you own and you drive. That's it. No questions asked, because there is absolutely no attachment to it. Why am I asking I need this, I need that? Because it is my mind playing the trick with me, saying that, okay, even in charity, look for some comfort. Even in service, try to find an opportunity where, you are not going outside the box, you are within the box, within your comfort zones. Mind is tricking every one of us. When your mind is tricking you at that level, there is absolutely no peace, no happiness. You may seem to have peace. You may see that, okay, I have paid $500 today for this charity. I'm so relieved. There is no relief. It's a temporary relief. The next moment, that bondage is going to get created. You will probably get more of it again and again, because you have done a transaction. So, like that, when you sit for prayer, what am I doing? I'm trying to, what scriptures are saying, what grand masters are saying is the God is within you. The superpower, the supreme power, the infinite being is within you. He is within your limits of your heart. You go inside of your heart, you find that power. Now, what am I doing by going to a temple? I am forgetting the truth that the God is within me, and you go look at that idol and you say that you are the God. When that very idol is a symbolic representation of what is within you. Everything that we do externally is a reflection of what happens internally. Right? It's a shadow. Whatever is happening outside is a shadow of my inside. It is because of lack of that greater understanding of truth, the reality of it. And I'm not able to perceive in my own way what truth is all about. I don't have a definition for myself what truth is all about. That is why I'm running around. I'm running around to every master. I'm running around to every opportunity I get. I'm running around to looking at books. I'm running around to teaching or reaching out for experiences. I'm running around trying to understand what this is all about, but yet I do not accept the fact that where I am running around, wherever I am running around, the God, the power, the supreme is within me. It is right at the foot of me all the time. It walks with me, it dwells with me, it sleeps with me, it wakes up with me. Even when we are talking, it is with me. When you are listening, it is with you. The truth is always there. It's eternal.
Yes.
So what is happening is, as and when I start to bring some of these practices into my life, I'm still bound by the limitations of my mind. Because ego is not something that's going to go away. You need infinite patience. Patience is the strength. Only through patience, we start to learn. Only through sacrifice, you start to gain. If I don't have these two things, what happens is my mind becomes my master. Today, my mind is my master. How many of us will accept that?
That's true.
It's a true statement. Whether we like it or not, because I don't have my mental strength, my mind is the one that's running my show. It will tell me whether I need to do this or not. Isn't this that spirituality is all about gaining the higher energies? It is so. When you are gaining higher energies, why am I even looking at my mind to decide whether I need to go or not? When that is the only thing that is left out in this world that I need to do, that is the only purpose I am here, is to get that higher energies or higher understanding. Why is that I am allowing my mind to play the trick?
Because the mind is powerful. That's it.
Either it's powerful, or I don't have the greater understanding,
Yes.
or I never went inside to
Inside.
figure out what mind is all about. Those who have spent time to go within, understand the mind, work with the mind, have attained
Peace with the
state
mind.
of being, that state of being, have attained the state of being.
Yes.
Those who have never spent time to go within, always dwell with the external things, always live outside world, will never understand spirituality. You may talk about it, but you will never be in that state.
The state of being is meditation.
State of being is in the truth.
Is
The
in the truth.
ultimate state, ultimate state. Why am I? See, even to the point we can talk, right? When truth comes in, most of us are sitting in meditation and we are getting experiences and we think, oh, I got this experience, I got that experience. When you ask those specifics, they cannot even answer because they themselves don't know. It is their mind that is playing the drama. In meditation also, your mind is playing the drama. It is the mind that is experiencing all those things.
All those things, yes, right.
Everything. Right? Why would I need a God who comes and goes? When truth is eternal, truth is omnipresent, truth is everywhere, Why should I not have that experience all the time? Why should it come and go? Why should I see a vision of somebody coming and going in my meditation? What am I getting out of it? It's my mind's drama. It is going to show me a vision of Baba. I look
Yeah.
at the Baba or some of your gurus or some of your gods, goddesses, whatever you are carrying, the divine images within your impressions in your mind. Some of those things will come back out in your meditation, and you talk, you see as if that, yes, I got it, I did it. As long as we are within this drama of that mind, we will never be able to realize the truth. Truth is far from reality. So what happens is, when the experiencer, when the experience and the person, the identifier, all three are becoming one, that is the state of being. In that state, there is no talking, there is no seeing, there is no
Silence.
telling, there is no saying. It is only in that innermost silence you enjoy the bliss. That's it.
That's it.
Where do I have time to sit for so long? I'm doing meditation, sir, every day, 1.5 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Who is talking about hours here? We are
Mind.
talking about state.
Mind is not allowing to do.
So the point is, what am I doing to work with your own? What are you? What am I doing myself to get to that mind and say that, okay, how do I crack this? What technique are you going to use? What process? What kind of activity you're going to do to your mind that it will help you to go into the deeper states of realm? Because we all understand now, it is individual mind that is blocking the truth. My mind is blocking my truth. Your mind is blocking your truth. So how do I work with my mind to make sure that my mind is giving me the opportunity to go there? Whether we realize or not, two things are happening. My thoughts are directing the energy. My thoughts govern the energy. And my feelings, the emotions and actions are using my energy. Whatever I started as a thought is getting in reality, because I'm creating that pattern again and again, again and again, again. Today I got a thought about eating something.
Running after the thought.
Yeah, you're running after the thought. So it's a simple example. If you are watching newspaper, for example, you have seen an ad where they talk about vacation in Miami. Suddenly you see this, and then your mind starts to glitch. It will click and it will say, oh, let's go for vacation, maybe it's about time. And then you look at it, you look at the offer, you look at that ad, and then you see, oh, there is a great deal out there.
Making plans.
Exactly. Your mind will go rush around, bring all those things, whatever we need, and then slowly it will start to die out because you don't have the full length and breadth of details, because you got to go get approval for your vacation from your work, you have to talk to your spouse, a lot of those things come in play. So you let it go. The next thing, what happens, couple of days later, you see one more ad, vacation. Now, whatever the time that you spent in the previous, now it starts to trigger again and say, hey, maybe it's about time that we start to look at it. Then you go and talk to your wife or kids. And then slowly the thought process is becoming a pattern. And the next time when you see it, you definitely will make a plan and say, okay, let me do it. I've been getting this again and again. I'm not able to do it. Who is the one that's playing the drama? Exactly. And finally, you buy the tickets and you go. Who is the one that's making all this plan, all this drama within us?
Mind.
How many of us realize that it is the mind that is playing the trick here? It is keeping you outside. It is making sure that you never go sit with it. It will never allow
always
your
engaging
senses.
and engaging the person.
Exactly. It will
in
never
different
allow.
kinds of activities.
Correct. It will never allow your senses to look back at the mind. It will never allow. It will always keep those senses outside. It will make you hear things. It will make you see things. It will make you touch, feel things. It will make you get you things, No matter what, it will not allow senses to go into the mind to find out what is going on. That is the power of mind. So when we start to realize that it is the mind that is creating all this chaos, confusion, the life is all because of my mind, then you actually stop. There is no need to run around. You will stop. You will say, okay, all this drama is happening because of my mind. And why am I allowing my mind to go wherever it needs to go? Why am I not telling it not to go? What am I doing? If my mind is going and saying bad things, why am I allowing it to do? If your body is doing bad things, you are pushing it back. Your body goes to, ill-centered places. You forcefully stop yourself saying that, no, it's not good. I should not be going to those places. Those places are bad. Like the way when your mind is going through some of these bad thought processes, what are you trying to do to fix it? Are you punishing yourself? Are you inquiring about it? Are you working with your mind to figure that out? What are the things that you're trying to do to get out of those bad things from your mind?
You should work out with the mind to come out of that chaos.
Exactly. We are not doing that. We should be doing.
Yes,
we are
we
not
should be
doing
doing that. We are not doing that.
And hence, truth is far, far, far a reality.
Sir, but I think we might, at least I would like some instruction on how to do that and how to put what you're saying into practice. It's one
Absolutely.
thing to tell yourself verbally, but another to actually, do it or experience it. And that is, definitely one of my struggles. And I'm assuming, there's more like me on the call today. So can you provide some further guidance?
Absolutely, madam. There are two things that we absolutely have to do. One is you have to spend time for your own self. Time for your own self.
So what does that mean exactly?
In seclusion. You have to be in seclusion. You cannot be with the crowd all the time. I live in the family of 4. I'm always occupied with my kids and wife. I don't have space for myself. When you don't have space for yourself, where is the time for you to look within you? What is going on? When your entire day and night goes externalizing yourself with the objects, with the relationships, with the work, with the things, with tomorrow, day after, whatever, that's preoccupying you, where is the room or opportunity for us to go inside and understand what is going on? Every one of us is so busy with our own lives that we don't find an opportunity. It is not because I don't want to try. Everyone has that. I want to try. Yes, I wanted to know about what's going on in my mind, but I just don't have time. Why I don't have time? Because I'm so preoccupied. So what is the priority for us? We have to understand. Every one of us have to understand that when you are in search of truth, it only comes to you when you give enough time to it. So the first and foremost thing is you have to create space for yourself. And you say, hey, I'm doing meditation for 2 hours every day. Now, imagine you are sitting for meditation, then what is happening? What is happening? You sat for meditation for 2 hours, you came out of the meditation, and you shared your experience. What happened? It was good. What does it mean? When you say good, bad, remember, when you say good, bad, I have this, I have that, it is a mind's play. You have to go deeper than that. You have to observe. You have to become witness. That is the essence of meditation. As long as it is doing, you are doing it. I'm sitting in meditation. I have a very good feeling. I have this, I have that. That is all mind enjoying its space. There is no room of you in there. The room of you or I am, is going to come when you actually go beyond that state. When you start to feel the energies within you. then you will start to realize that, okay, there is much more than what I am looking at. The question that we need to ask is, was I in a thoughtless state? How many thoughts were I able to deflect it? Because when you are in the awareness, you absolutely know what happened in every second and every moment. If you are only in that awareness. But what is happening? I am not in the awareness. I am dwelling with my mind. So that is the practice. Seclusion, number one. Number two, whenever you get opportunity, by realizing your dreams, by realizing, for example, you have an intention to do something. By carrying forward that intention, you will never be able to control the intention. Always understand. I cannot have a beautiful thought and then use that thought to realize it into action and then say that I don't want this thought. Thought cannot be realized with thought. Thought has to be realized as witness. We have to start to become a witness. You have to distance yourself from you and your thought. How do I do that? By looking at the thought, saying that, okay, if I take this X thought, if I want to buy a car, let's suppose as a thought, okay, my mind is saying go buy a car because it saw somebody, neighborhood brought a beautiful car, and now it is saying that you have to buy that car. Okay. In a typical scenario, you ignore it. What happens? It goes into your system. And then whenever those opportunities come, it creates a pattern of it. And eventually you will say, okay, maybe I should buy. That is the strength of mind. Now, in this case, what you do is when the moment you get this thought that you have to buy it, you inquire on it. You look at it and say, okay, what am I buying? What am I doing? You take it back. You take it inside. That rhythm of conversation with your mind, you take it inside. So why am I getting this? So somebody brought a car. I saw the car. So why do I need to buy it? What has it relevance for me? When you ask questions like that, you are actually taking away the strength of your mind. You are the owner. Your mind is not the owner. Even though mind triggered a thought, you are able to bring that thought back into your own self. You are dissolving that thought into your heart. So when the thought gets created in your mind, and you create that pattern again and again, eventually this becomes an action. It creates a feeling. That feeling creates an action. That means that I am buying that car. Now what you're doing, instead of trying to run through this process, the moment it got created, you're inquiring about it. You're asking that questions to the thought, saying that why? What am I getting out of it? The moment you start doing that, your thought will go into your heart and then dissolves. That type of thought will never come back to you again. You may get something else, but that thought is gone. So when you are doing meditation, you are with the breath. As long as you are with the breath, you lose that identity of thought. And slowly, as you practice more and more, you are able to achieve that. But when I'm outside, when I'm doing work, when I'm being busy with my external life, you watch your thoughts. You don't become one with the thought. You watch your thoughts. You always keep an eye on your mind. What type of thoughts it's bringing? What is it doing? And that requires for you to practice it a little bit. You have to understand about this and then start practicing it. The moment it creates a particular pattern and says, hey, go do this, go do that, we mechanically do things today. But when you are in the awareness, you start to question it, saying that why am I doing this? What relevance this has with my life right now? Why do I need to get that? So the moment you do that, you are retaining your energy. Remember, what happens is thought governs your energy, your feeling or emotion and actions use your energy. You are draining your energy by using your thoughts all the time. So thought is the source of everything. The moment you control your thought, you are holding your energy. You're not letting go. So what happens? Over a period of time, as you keep holding on these thoughts, you create a lot of energy within your system. That's how you develop energy system within your system. So when you have more and more and more and more energy within your system, your state of being is understood very, very fast. You are able to reach to those inner realms very fast because you have quite a bit of energy now. You're not wasting your energy through thoughts. Some may say that, okay, I want to inquire about this thought. Why am I getting this thought? You can do that as well. Observation is key. Witnessing is the key to success. It is only in the state of witness you are not attached to it. Otherwise, you are attached to it. The moment you are attached to it, you are draining your energies with it. It will drag you down. The feeling, the emotion, the action will drag you down. Your energies gets directed with the thought. Your energies get drained with the action and emotion. Remember this, underline this very, very clearly. By morning till nightfall, why am I getting tired? Because the thoughts are directing your energy, your emotions and actions are draining your energy. Whatever the energy that you're getting in your deepest state of sleep, you are losing them for your external things. What happens when you start to reserve that energy within your system? You become abundantly aware within, not outside, abundantly aware within. Every thought will go through your gate, you as a gate. Before it says approved, not approved. Only when you approve it, it will go do things. Otherwise, it won't. That is the awareness, that is the alertness that we develop. And that comes only with observation. So it is a practice. It is a constant practice. Those who want to be in the truth, those who want to realize the truth, we have to get to that. We have to, first of all, accept that it is the mind that is the problem. And you are trying to fix that problem. And fixing that problem is the most priority of your life. Nothing else is the priority. Because only when you fix your mind, you will know the truth. You are allowed to go to the truth. So the more and more practice that we do, inner, outer, inner, outer, inner, outer, the chattering will come down eventually. After you practice for some time, this mind is not going to judge. This mind is not going to complain. This mind is not going to interfere. This mind is not going to say comparative things, good, bad, uglies, all that is gone. This duality of mind always dwelling in the outside world, it's all gone. The power of mind is gone. You still retain the power. It is just transferred from the mind to you. Now you have because you have retained the energy. You have not used your thoughts. You have not let your thoughts go waste. As and when thought came in, you inquired it or you questioned it, and the energy never went out because you never brought the emotion nor you never did the action. So what happens? Those things come back and stay with you. So that is how you start to realize that how you wanted to. The inner life is more important than the outer life. It is my inner life that is impacting my outer life. The reality, the truth is inner life. The shadow of that is my external life. So the moment we start to realize it, we will put more time in your inner practices. So that is how you get it. Now, the question also comes in where you are asking yourself that, okay, if I get this beautiful thought, I want to do this good to the society. Am I allowed to do so? Right? It's a natural ask. Okay, I got this beautiful thought that I want to go do some service in a temple. Am I not allowed to do so? No, you're not. You have to understand every thought, whether it is good or bad, is coming from your mind. So the question is, how much of the time that you are giving to your mind to allow such thoughts to come in? When you say good thoughts allowed, it will keep giving you all the good thoughts. So what happens? Even the good thoughts are bonding. They will tie you up. You cannot be in the enlightened state. You cannot be in the knowledge state. Why? Good thoughts give you lot of good penance that you have to come back again with a body to live. You're not getting liberation, realization, you're not going to leave. Bad thoughts hold you up, give you a lot of karma, you got to come back again. In both cases, you have to come back again. Only in one case, you don't come back again where your thought is null. So instead of living with the thoughts, we all have misconception that, okay, if I don't have my thoughts in my mind, how am I going to live? Am I going to die? How is it possible that if I don't plan things for next 6 months, next 1 year, it's just crazy. Is it even possible? It is absolutely possible. The moment you let go of your mind, you will start to live with your heart. That is the power. The real power is in the heart, not in the mind. The shadow power is only in the mind. The real power is the power of heart. The shadow of it is shown in your mind. But it is the real power is only in the heart. So when you start to live with your heart, you do things, everything in perfection. Everything happens in perfection. There is no question. Because everything that you do with the nature of sacrifice, with the nature of love, you are connected to the ultimate divinity within you. So when you are in that state, you always do right things. Everything that you do becomes right because you cannot do anything wrong because there is no duality in your heart. Heart is only one. It's united. There is no division there. Unity in diversity is not there. It's only unity. Unity in unity. That's it. So whether you realize it or not, slowly what happens is everything that you have taken up, every project, every work, every action that you are taking up is aligned to the universal cause. You are no longer carrying that word because you are in the higher power. The higher power is running you as you. You're no longer in charge. The higher power is in charge of you. So the more and more we start to bring this concept into our life and start to understand that why am I trying to differentiate this versus that? Why am I comparing this and that? That's why there is a practice, right? No comparisons, non-interference, no complaints. Why are we doing all that? Is for you to be consciously aware that your mind continues to play these tricks. It will find an opportunity, it will crack a comment. If we've got US elections that recently happened, let's talk about it. For 45 minutes, you kind of go all over the place if you're not aware. And at the end of the 45th minute, you will start to realize that all the time that you spent is for nothing. You wasted tons of your energy by thinking, by talking, by listening. What good it is when you get nothing out of a conversation? Why even have it? So as we start to take these actions, as we start to understand the deeper sense of what truth is all about, you give less and less priority to your mind. That is the way to look at it. If am I every day morning, when you get up, when you do your things, how much importance are you giving to your mind? That's the question that you need to ask. And by end of the day, you should be able to reflect on it to see, okay, today, how much I have used my mind? Am I only with my mind? Or was I even able to ask a question? Or am I even aware what my mind is doing? Introspection. So what happens with that? You gain a lot of strength over your mind. So when we bring such practices into life, then you are now slowly getting into the realm of truth. Again, it's not truth. Truth cannot be revealed to you just like that. You have to earn the right to know the truth, to experience the truth. And that can only come when you have this constant practice. That's why wherever you are, whatever you are doing, whenever, remember only one thing. You are the truth. The truth that you are looking for is not nowhere else. It is not in the temple. It is not in the idol. It is not in any place, ashram. It is not in any guru. It is not there outside at all. It is only there within your heart. Period. No matter where you are, remember this one truth. God dwells in you as you. Period. When you remember this, wherever you are, you will never forget that your inside reflects your outside. Then you are obviously be in that awareness. You will talk, whatever you talk, whatever you see, whatever you listen, everything comes in that box of God. You as God. So practice things that will bring you into that state. Practice everything that can pull you into that state of, that is where the peace, that is where the happiness will come. The so-called peace. So it's a very simple reality. We spoke about this last time, right? The peace, the happiness that you're enjoying in your deepest state of sleep, if you are able to bring that with awareness in your waking state, that is enlightenment. In the waking state, you have to be aware, you have to have peace, you have to have happiness. If all three of them coming to you in the waking state, that is enlightened state. You are getting two of them in your sleep, but you're not aware. If you're not aware, you're not that. So in your sleep state, the peace and happiness are coming, bring them into the waking state and be aware of it. That is enlightenment. So practice is all about to be aware. It is only in that awareness, observation happens in its natural phenomena. Because observation is an attribute of your soul. Everything else what you do with mind. Observation is an attribute of soul. So when you start to be aware, slowly you got into the state of observation. Mind becomes standstill. You have absolutely nothing looking at anything. You just enjoy the natural state of that thing, what you're looking. That's it. You look at a flower, you look at the flower as it is. You don't say it is beautiful. You don't say its stem is down. You don't say the color. You don't say it's coming down. You don't say nothing. The mind is not chatting anything. You are just in a standstill looking at that flower, enjoying the bliss, enjoying the God's nature. That is called observation. And that comes with awareness. Awareness comes with practice.
Sir, witnessing true self is soul, no?
Replacing?
Witnessing true self is soul.
Yes, but how do you witness self?
Contacting in the deeper state of meditation.
You cannot, right? See, that's what, when you go beyond the state of the mind, when the thoughts subside in your void, and you reach that void, you are in that state.
Yes, void state. Yeah.
Yeah, in that state, you are there. That's it. That's it.
You cannot witness the soul.
You won't be witnessing anything.
Anything. Okay.
Experience, and the one, whatever you're getting, they all become one, right? That is samadhi. So in that state, you're just there. That's it. You cannot even explain that state coming out of it. How was it? You say only, yeah, it was like ultimate thing. You cannot, if you put any words to it, then that is not it.
You cannot witness any light or like that?
That is all mind.
Mind, okay.
It's all drama.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the light, I went astral, I got my third eye, I got my fourth eye, I got this, I got that, all that is drama. The chakras and all that is mind, playing tricks.
Okay.
Because they are happening in the second body and third body, and they are under the mind control. What we are talking about soul in the awareness is in the beyond the state of fifth body.
Okay.
transcendental state, right? Universal transcendental state. So those
Okay.
come in the very deeper state, very, very deeper state.
Very deep state.
But sir, you have to start somewhere, and you're going to go through all those experiences in the beginning, which is not a bad thing, I think.
No, again, bad and good are mind. So you have to, what we are saying here versus what you're experiencing, two different things. You may be experiencing anything you are experiencing, but don't get attached to it. That's the point.
Yeah, that's very true.
That's the
But
point.
it's part of the journey, though, right? You're not going to get
It
to
will
the
be.
ultimate
It will be.
experiencing all those things.
It will be. So what happens is when you start to give importance to that journey is only going to be the journey of the false reality. When you stop talking about it, when you say it, that I got this experience, and leave it at that, and then go back into your normal state of meditation, then you are in the path. So what happens is, it is very, very easy to divert yourself from the truth, the path of truth. You may think that I am in the path of truth by doing meditation. No. Meditation has got so many techniques and so many different experiences that if I am doing an astral travel and I say I am in the truth, then the truth has nothing to do with astral travel. But I have been living in astral travel for the last 3 years. What happened to that? Then you have diverged yourself from the truth. So when you get experiences, you are not giving too much importance to your experiences. You are in the greater understanding that those experiences are coming from the mind. So what happens? Naturally, you will not put your time or energy into those. Instead, you bring it back into the path of truth. When in the path of truth, the only thing that matters is void. So that is the understanding. Every one of us, when you sit in your meditation, you will have your own state of experience. Some may see visions, some may have body movement, some may have energy, crushes, whatever those things may be. Every one of us will go. The question is, do you realize that all of these things are happening because of your mind, and these are nothing to do with the truth? The moment you start to inquire, the moment you start to go around it, the moment you start to read about it, the moment you start to bring more and more thinking into it, what happens? Your mind is now asking more of that experience. You just allowed your mind to go deeper into that. That means that you are out of truth. Now your mind is going to go, it's going to play its own thing. Maybe you will realize over time, maybe you don't. But that's just the nature of what you do. That's why practice ignorance cannot be the way of spirituality. You cannot be ignorant. You have to know the knowledge. You have to have the knowledge.
So you got to have a guru in your life to navigate all this for you. So you time to time you're going to have questions about your experiences, what you're feeling, and all that. And somebody at a higher level, if it's there to guide you, then you will realize, all this is mind game. I just have to get past through it.
Absolutely. The guidance should always be there. The external guide should allow you to go deeper into your inner journey. Right? The internal guru, the external guru will have to trigger the internal guru within you. The external guru's job is not to make you go external. The external guru has to bring you back into that reality, to show you that that is not what you're looking for. This is what you should be looking for. The truth within, right? That is the ultimate thing. That is the reason why meditation is all about. Otherwise, meditation is only a ego's play. Why it is ego's play? Because my mind is playing all these things. Whatever I'm getting higher powers. I'm this person. I'm more powerful than you. When the divine itself, the God itself is saying that all human beings are me and me alone, who am I to say that I am superior than you? Then why is my mind talking to me that way? It is because I stopped coming back into the reality. So your external guru, whoever you chose to, should be able to trigger your internal guru for you. That way, it is the internal guidance, the intuitional information that you're getting in your internal guidance that will help you to go into that reality. The only question we should ask is, okay, I got this experience. Is this experience truth? You will immediately know from your inner guidance that no, this is not truth. Then you should shut it off and then come back. So that is how you do it. That's why being with the like-minded people is a must for any sadhaka. Any practitioner who is living, who wants to know the truth, you have to be in the Sajjana Sangacha. Only through that process, you will start to realize how to bring yourself into the truth. Because there are a lot of distractions. I agree to it. The point is, there are a lot of distractions. You can get carried away in innumerable ways. It's not that it's not easy. It is easy when you know the direct path. But standing in the direct path and becoming that, it's a challenge because my mind is not going to let me do that. And that's where the practice comes in. Good question. Any other questions, masters? No questions? It's about 10:42 now, so I think we're about an hour now. If no further questions, then let us call it a night. But tomorrow we are having a satsang in Maryland, in the Ellicott City area. So if you are around, anyone in the local area between the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia, please do stop by. Happy to have you all be there at the satsang.
Sir, are you going to do satsang on the Zoom as well?
Yes, we'll have Zoom. Yes, we'll have Zoom.
Around 6:30, the Zoom will be on then, right?
6:30, yes. Plan is to keep the Zoom on.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you. All right, masters. If no further questions, then let's call it a night. We'll see you all next week on the topic session, as well tomorrow on the satsang. All right? Have a wonderful evening. Take care. Bye-bye. Good morning, India.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think Janaki.